Hey everybody, I hope everybody is healing or thinking about healing. This video is very important. Romulus Athletic Facility, owned by Bonds Sports Facility or Bond Sports Facility. I work there. I really like that job. It's only part-time, but they don't pay us enough to sustain a living. And I don't have transportation to get back and forth to work. So when I wasn't taking Lyft or taking the bus, I would walk 5 miles there and 5 miles back. At Romulus Athletic Center, they make all of their employees stand up. They just recently took their chairs away for shits and giggles, and they said, you have to stand up now. So when I walk 5 miles there, I have to stand up 4, 5, 6, or 7 hours. And then I have to walk back. I have neck issues and back issues. I'm so tired of going through the doctors and paperwork. So I just did what I had to do because I'm not about to go through all that paperwork. I have white coat syndrome. These doctors and nurses are no good nowadays, most of them. So getting there was an issue. These companies don't take care of their employees, but they want you to take care of them. They want you to come slave and work, knowing it's not enough to meet the standard of living in this world now. The cost of living, these employers are not paying people to sustain the cost of living. And it's part-time, so I understand that. But it should be way more. We have to sustain the cost of living. So these companies don't want to provide transportation. Y'all could get buses, shuttles, and hire drivers, just like Uber and Lyft do. Hire drivers. That's another form of employment for some people. And y'all could go pick these people up from work that's in a certain mile radius. Or I don't really care what radius you in. You should just be picked up for work and then dropped off. The CEOs are so greedy. They rather keep the money to go to the islands and to go to the sick private parties and to keep up their habits, sexual habits and drug habits. I know the ins and outs of every CEO. I know the present, past, and future of every CEO. I know what you have done. I know the stealing mechanisms of every CEO. I know the torture tactics of every CEO. Y'all come up in meetings on ways to torture employees and the slaves to keep them in line, to keep them coming to work. You got to scare them. Nobody wants to help anybody. I told my supervisors the situation, Elaine, something is wrong with you. One supervisor, she was brand new. She came up to me, a white woman with glasses. I'm not going to say her name. She said, Elaine doesn't even speak to me. She doesn't even acknowledge my presence. People confess to me all the time. Confess. Communication on the job is not good. They took their chairs away, not good. The youth can't stand like that. They don't even want to stand like that. They charge 3-year-olds who live outside of Romulus $15 to enter the facility and use the pool. They charge 4-year-olds who live in Romulus $10 just to come in and use the pool. These are children they are charging. I remember when community centers used to be in our cities and they were free to the individuals who lived in the city. They were charged, they would charge individuals who lived outside of the city. Romulus residents have to pay to use Romulus Athletic Center, which is basically a rec center, but they changed it from recreational center to athletic center so they could charge your kids and your motherfucking ass to get in. I know every tactic of every company and organization. I have taken down Vista Maria. I'm an